Welcome back, everybody, to another video here at Inversion Studios. Now, today for this video, I'm just going to be putting up on this POV, so it's going to be running back quite a few times. If you guys don't know this, right, this is Skyscraper. You're at Marineland, and as you can tell by the title, we are talking about drop towers, and it is not a very positive topic. So therefore, I am putting up one of my favorite SNS drop towers, probably my favorite SNS drop tower, or drop tower in general, up here, just for a little bit of a positive note, even though this video is not going to be that positive because we are talking about a pretty devastating tragedy. Well, not too devastating, and cat is poking my butt. My pet is poking my butt here. But yeah, so this incident you guys may have heard of, and this is fairly outdated now, and I was supposed to make this video before, but then I was a little bit busy, but then I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did get a little lazy sometimes, and I was too lazy to pick up my headphones that are sitting right next to me and screen record. But at the same time, I didn't really know how to word this video. I didn't know how to talk about this video because I haven't made a specific video talking about tragedies yet. I've just brought them up in a couple of videos, and so I wanted to be as respectful as I can, and so that did take a little bit of a thought process there before I recorded this. So, but yeah. So this is the on and off ride POV, by the way, from YouTube for Skyscraper, but we are going to get it straight to the point of this video because I've been rambling too much. Now, for those of you who haven't heard, there was a drop tower incident in India. I cannot remember a specific place in India, but there was a drop tower incident at a fair in India, and it was pretty severe. It's dropped all the way to the floor, and I'm not going to show the video just for, obviously YouTube might not like that I show the video, even though it is posted, but just for out of respect for the people that were involved in that incident, I don't want to really post that or show that video. But what happened is that the drop tower dropped, but it didn't stop like how you'll see Skyscraper here stop. And it went all the way crashing right to the floor. If you guys would like to go see the video, you guys can go see the video, but I just will not be putting that on my channel here. I'm pretty sure it's still on YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff. It was pretty, it was scary for me to watch because drop towers are a little bit of, I wouldn't say a fear of mine, but still do make me a little bit nervous. Like roller coasters, all that stuff don't scare me. Most other flat rides don't scare me, but obviously, with everything that's going on in the drop tower, scene, obviously there's been a lot of drop tower accidents, and so that has made me a little bit nervous when it comes to drop towers, and understandably so. But this incident, again, was the park's fault, or the fair's fault, because I did read through this, and I've mentioned this to you guys before. When an incident like this happens, there's something behind it. It just doesn't happen. It's either an operator's fault or the park's fault, and because these rides are engineered to keep you safe. Restraints cannot come undone. Even though we did have a drop tower incident with a 14-year-old boy flying off of the drop tower, and that was because the ride operator kind of fiddled with the restraint and where he wasn't supposed to. And in this case, with the drop tower incident in India, there were no safety precautions taken at this fair, and that was what the article said, that they didn't really take any safety protocols like how parks are supposed to. So what that means is that they didn't inspect any of the rides. They didn't necessarily test any of the rides. And they didn't go through a daily checking throughout all their rides, and the drop tower and whatnot and stuff like that. And so that was a bit of a that was what it was, and that is a bit annoying, and it really sucks because um, I did go on a little bit of a rant on my Instagram. I did have to cool off a little bit before I said more than I should have. I hope that everyone that was involved in that incident is feeling much better at this point. If you're not, I hope you do get better soon. But apparently, they did. Everyone got injured on the ride. There wasn't a single person that was left okay, and so that is that's not typically what you want. That's not what you want at all. Sorry. Um, and yeah, it's leaving me speechless sometimes, like, at this point, because it's really sad that there's parks and fairs that aren't taking safety protocols, and typically you're not legally supposed to operate a fair or a park unless you take those safety precautions. So I'm not sure what happened there, if this was a fair that was just illegally held or something like that. I'm not sure what the case was there. Didn't go into much context, but that is disappointing that this fair did not take any safety protocols and did not put the safety of their visitors at this fair first, which is what all parks are supposed to do and what all parks and fairs typically do. All parks and fairs that I've been to have always made safety priority. Canada's Wonderland makes it a huge, huge priority. Almost Actually, all the Cedar Fair parks that I've heard about make it a priority. All the Six Flags parks, all the fairs that I've been to, whether it's CNE or whatever the case may be, or even a local fair that I've been to here where I am. And so the thing is safety protocols and ride operators, and I know a couple ride operators, and what they do is is a little bit more challenging than you would think. It is a little more challenging, and it is a little bit of a stressful job, but they want you to be safe still, right? You're never going to find a ride operator be like, man, I can't do this, I'm just going to let this ride go, whatever, right? They are all hours of their shift focused on your safety, making sure everything is going right with this ride. But unfortunately, there are some operators that are a little bit careless, and I don't know any operators personally that are careless. But there are operators out there and parks and fairs out there that are a little bit careless, and it is pretty sad to see. But that's about it. That's what's gonna wrap it up. That's gonna wrap it up for today. There's not much else to talk about here because it it's sad, honestly. It is really sad, and I hope everyone that was involved in that incident once again is healed or is getting better, if not healed already. And I really do wish that parks and fairs will take more consideration to safety and to their visitors at their parks and fairs and stuff like that, because you don't want incidents like this happening, right? You don't want an incident like this on your hands if you're operating a ride, if you're operating a fair, because then I'm sure the person who was operating this fair lost their license if they even had one to operate this fair or operate even another fair. And so yeah, it's disappointing, and it's pretty annoying that there are people that are careless out there. But I'm gonna stop rambling because that's all I'm doing at this point. Um, yeah, I just hope that we can put an end to these amusement park accidents. They've been happening quite often. Quite often, my headset just disconnected. They have been happening quite often, but that's gonna wrap it up for real this time. I will see you guys in the next video. I promise it'll be a more positive video. I hope. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know you guys' thoughts on this. And what you guys think about all these amusement park accidents that have been happening lately. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.